Welcome to the Dueling Sourcers. My name is Stacy Broadwell. I'll be your host today, and we have Steve Levy and Dean Da Costa, and they're going to be doing some dueling sourcing. They're going to come at a position with two different strategies and show you how you can find talent in multiple different ways, because there's more than one way to find talent. So Steve, Dean, tell us what we're going to be searching for today.
What do you want us to work on? Let's do the kidney dialysis administrator, and this from Jen Schaefer at the very beginning of the show.
Is this the dialysis, whatever?
Yeah. I'm going to put it for everyone can see it again. This is a kidney dialysis facility administrator in Fort Worth, Texas. Then we'll get to the Wendy's. That'll be fun one afterwards. Let's do the dialysis administrator. Here I got a couple of questions for Jen. I hope you're still here, Jen. Okay, good. So, do you happen to know what brand of dialysis machinery equipment is used? Yes or no? Okay, so one of the first things that I would do if I'm doing this, I'm actually gonna look at dialysis machines. I'm gonna see all the different brands of them. And one of the things I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna tap into the salespeople, the people who sell those things in your area. Oh, the client is US Renal is a dialysis facility. So what I would do in your case is find out which dialysis machinery they use. Who's the manufacturer? Let's say it is. I'm just looking at dialysis machine manufacturers online, really simple ones, and I get a list of. I'm trying to find in the U.S. Sorry. And I'm seeing actually, I go to ThomasNet. I haven't used Thomas Register in a long time, Dean.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's been a long time. While you do that, real quick, one of the things I would do is I'd look at the dialysis centers in the Fort Worth area. There's approximately 20 of them based on what I'm looking at right now. Each one has to have someone probably doing the same exact job. And then go to hospitals, because they probably have a dialysis area within the hospital. They have to for emergencies.
Yeah, so there's a couple of different things. The direct approach is always good. I just put into the chat, ThomasNet used to be, that's where you get all manufactured equipment, a list of 38 suppliers of a dialysis equipment machinery. And so what I'm going to do in that case is, I'm going to do something simple. And I'm going to go see which of these companies have, okay, we can do that too, Jen. And find out which of their salespeople are selling these in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and start, connecting with them. There's a good chance they may be connected to dialysis center administrators. Any other thoughts, Dean?
Well, actually, I'm going down the road right now of something. I want to see if it works. I don't know if it will. And it's Dialysis Administrator, you said? Dialysis.
I'm doing the same thing as you.
Administrator. I'm just making sure I spell it right.
I think I'm doing the same thing you are, Dean.
Well, definitely going down the right path. Dialysis Administrator, except I can't spell. So, I mean, DaVita, I know for a fact, is probably one of the largest, and I remember seeing them on the map I just looked at, so I would target, I would start targeting companies. And then the reason I say that is I don't know if Dialysis Administrator is a universal title or not. I would need to do research to see if that's a universal title.
It looks to be pretty good. I'm looking at it right now. That looks pretty darn good. What's the area code for Dallas-Fort Worth?
I don't know. I don't call Dallas-Fort Worth very often.
Jennifer, what's off the top of your head? Isn't it 27? Fine, 972. So I'm actually just doing something really simple. I'm actually looking for dialysis facility administrator, and then I'm just putting in 972. And that's always a thing to do. I'll bet you all the hospitals have these too. Oh, there are some names right there.
So I just went ahead and just decided to do a little X-ray into Zoom info just for the heck of it, and I put in just Dialysis Administrator, and I got a list that has at least 30 people in it, plus where they work. Now I didn't go specifically to Fort Worth yet. I hope they realize by saying only Fort Worth, given there's only 20 dialysis centers there, that's going to limit you. Fort Worth. Quite a bit. If I add, actually, there's about 35 of them in the Dallas Fort Worth area that have people that have the title of Dialysis Administrator, and then in Fort Worth, and that's X-raying into Zoom info, which you can find on the SSCR page or site:/zoominfo.com. Then add in what you're looking for. I'll share my screen real quick.
Yeah, but this is for everybody. I'm putting in when you're doing a Boolean, don't forget the use of the wildcard. Some of these people are called dialysis center administrators, some are called dialysis program administrators. So what I do is I'm just putting this in the chat. You can use dialysis space, wildcard space administrator, and that covers everybody.
Yeah, it won't work for the Zoom info X-ray I'm doing. Yeah, but if you look here, like I put in Zoom info, I put dialysis administrator in quotes and Fort Worth in quotes, and this is what I get. There are some people, there are some lists, there's quite a few here. Steve is right, because this person up here is a practice administrator. So I guess some of them are called practice administrators, some are called dialysis administrators, but you have a bunch of different titles that could work. But this is what I found quickly just doing this particular string. I'm sure if I went ahead, and I'm just trying different things right now, and switch this from Zoom info, let's see what happens if we try to X-ray contact out real quick. Yeah, now there's many, and I think that's more byproduct of location than anything, but there's still 4 of them, so that's not awful. And that may not be the right string either for contact out.
Well, I see the U.S. renal thing here.
Yeah. Where is that?
See, here's another way. Let me share. After you're done, I want to share something.
The other thing you can do, and I don't know, there's the contact out search that I wanted. Yeah, so I did the right search. It just didn't find as much because of what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unshare so you can share while I look something else up. I think it might be a good idea. This one here right now is just to show you how we can, use the wildcards effectively. You see this one here. I'm just doing dialysis wildcard administrator, and I have an idea. Let me try something here. And I'll show you. Normally I might do multiple wildcards, but in this case, I'm going to do something else. Again, everyone knows, and I'm not going to use type or, I'm just going to use the pipe. And so what I'm going to do in this case is spell. I'm just doing something, so dialysis. Oh, the blessed robot. Oh, come on, man. Cars. It happens all the time. Enough. Verify. So I just want dialysis wildcard administrator or dialysis wildcard manager or dialysis wildcard director, and then Texas. It'll tell you where the jobs are open. It might tell you, well, there's the U.S. renal care one that Jennifer's working on. What the wildcard means is that, sometimes these positions it could be dialysis facility administrator, dialysis program administrator, dialysis machine administrator. I'm making some things up. It takes the place of, if you have 3 words in a title, that middle word, the asterisk, means it'll find all results that have dialysis and administrator in common. But the wildcard, the word in the wildcard will be variable.
This just tells me some things about, local staff. Oh, shoot. Kidney.org. Let me look at that one. Local staff in Texas. I don't know, Jen, but I have a feeling that Kidney.org may know lots of people. Just call me kooky. Kidney professionals. I'm sure there's a lot here that I'm sure there are chapters for this somewhere here and there. So this just means just digging down. When you find a site like this, drill into it. Go down into it and see what comes up. Let me unshare. Dean?
No, I think we pretty much hit the majority of them. It's hitting the kidney and dialysis companies. They're going to have them. The hospitals, they're going to have them. That's going to be the best way to do it. I looked to see if there was any kind of a conference or something specifically with dialysis administrators, and there aren't. There are for dialysis in general. So I might consider hitting up any dialysis conferences, because odds are administrators would go there as much as anybody.
Here's I'm telling. Let me go back to the share for a second. I want to show something what I'm doing. I want to look at. I'm just look on LinkedIn again. We know kidney dialysis sales. Don't know. Let's go see location. Dallas, Fort Worth area. Apply. It looks like there are people here that we could probably tap into. I'm looking. Question is key. I'm gonna look for the name of the company that provides this. Let me go see one here. What's the big one here?
Another word you might want to consider using is nephrology. Evidently, that is the study of the kidneys.
Of the kidneys, yeah. Nephrologists look into the all diseases of the kidney. But in this case, I'm just looking, kidney dialysis equipment. Spell. And somewhere along the ways, I'm going to find people who sell these types of equipment, and I'm going to see who they're connected to, and I suspect that'll be CCH.
And I
one too. Let me stop sharing. Let
me show one thing real quick.
Sure.
So I just did an X-ray into schedule.com. That's where a lot of conferences get scheduled. And I found 190 conferences that are either dialysis or kidney or nephrology. And if I just pick one like this one right here, and I don't know where they're located, this is Trending Approaches for Emerging Dilemmas, 30th Annual Expert Champions Kidney Health. There you go. And here's a list of all the people that attended. Some of them are probably going to fit what you want. And I did a whole video on my YouTube page about how to find all these people's full info, even if you don't have enough to know. Mm-hmm. You just got to figure out which ones are what you want compared to which ones aren't. But yeah, I think overall we've shown plenty of opportunities and places to find these people. Find another one, Steve. Pick one.